The Ouachita National Recreation Trail. Back in the early 1970s, construction of it began here at Lake Sylvia. It extends for 223 miles into Oklahoma. It is without a doubt the longest hiking trail in the natural state. And with us today are some of the folks who were involved in it from the get-go, friends of the Ouachita Trail. And today, they're going to take us on a section of it.
We moved to Arkansas in 2001, and we had spent time in California where there are wonderful trails and hikes. And one of the first clubs that I heard about when I moved into Hot Springs Village was the Ouachita Mountain Hikers. And I went on a short hike with them, and I was hooked. The Ouachita hikers do a hike on the Ouachita Trail once a month during hiking season, which is from September until June. And if you hike the trail each time the club hikes, in 3 years you will have completed the entire trail. And I set that as a goal for myself. And the more I hiked on this beautiful trail, the more I loved it. And we were hiking as Ouachita Mountain Hikers, and Chris and Jim Gifford, in fact, who is the president of Friends of the Ouachita Trail, talked after one of our hikers' Thursdays on the trail. And they said to each other, "Oh, this trail is in terrible condition. They ought to do something about it." And they talked a little more and realized we who use the trail are they, and that we wanted to give back to the trail. And from there, the idea of Friends of the Ouachita Trail came about. Then we thought about the acronym FOOT, perfect. So before we knew it, we had a meeting with the Forest Service. They thought it was a wonderful idea, and we've been in collaboration with them since 2005, actually. We became a formal organization, and we're now a 501c3, and my job is to recruit adopters for sections of the trail, and Chris is the vice president of maintenance, and she kind of orchestrates all the maintenance that goes on the trail.
Well-built trail shelters are spaced about every 10 miles, which hikers can use for either rest or overnight stays.
I think it's great. I mean, it's a good experience to have, and it's cheap, so going hiking with your friends is always a good thing to do, and to get a better scenery of Arkansas, it's always a great experience.
That's right, enjoying the outdoors in the natural state.
That's
here.
Right, absolutely.
So far I like it. I've only been on it for a couple hours. Started off Highway 9. Real cool. Done a little backpacking before, but this is my first time really staying the night. And we're gonna try to get to Lake Sylvia and maybe go a little further.
Great. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Probably one man who knows more about the Ouachita National Recreation Trail than anyone else is Jim Rollins, who's hiked in 47 states and in the mid-1980s wrote a hiker's guidebook about the trail.
Right on top of my bird.
Well, the Ouachita, well, Arkansas has got its own uniqueness to me, similar to Tennessee, Missouri, but a whole lot different from Texas. But and the Ouachita is different from the Ozarks and the rock terrain, the forestry, and there's a peacefulness here that you don't find in a lot of other places. You find peacefulness, but it's a different kind. like the big waterfalls or the big mountains in the Rockies. But in Arkansas, like this trail, it's just a peaceful place. You go for, it's like a Sunday afternoon hike. Some of them are hard hikes, but it's more like a walk in the woods than a hard journey. You know what I mean?
Any particular section that you personally like?
Yeah, there are two. There are two that are special. And both are wilderness areas. There's the Flatside Wilderness just west of here, and real easy to get to from Little Rock. And then there's another wilderness area in Oklahoma, the Calmeche River Wilderness. And one reason they're special is that they've been set aside, have been for a long time, so there's been no clear cutting, no forestry practices. It's just, the land has just been allowed to stay natural. The streams are clear. You probably shouldn't drink the water out of the stream, but if you did, you'd probably be all right. It's that pristine. So those two are my favorites.
Most of the Ouachita National Recreation Trail is, of course, within the Ouachita National Forest, with the exception of 32 miles which extend to Pinnacle Mountain State Park west of Little Rock. "137 miles of the Ouachita Trail is open to mountain bikers as well, and with elevations ranging from 600 to 2,600 feet as the trail passes through forested mountains, valleys, clear running streams, lakes, it really is an Arkansas treasure.
It's really beautiful. We've only been hiking for about an hour, but I really like it. I'm excited about camping out tonight.
Great, and it's the perfect time of the year.
It is, it's not too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beats being out here when it's 95, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes.